You cannot change your biological sex. It's physically impossible.
I'm saying to you,
it is impossible
it's a legal reality that you can.
This thing is about sport. This is about males and females.
Well, the problem when we talk about biology is, neither of us are scientists, but
you don't need to be a scientist to know male and woman.
You and I both know that it's a lot more complicated than that.
What's the complication?
It's not as simple as, for you it may be very simple, but we're indulging and ignorance by not suggesting that there is more to it than that.
Can you become male?
I don't want to be a male.
But can you become male? Is there anything that could be done that could turn you into a male in the way that I'm male and Piers is male? Is that possible?
See, now, do you see how you've qualified your question? So you first asked me, can I become a male? And I would suggest probably yes, in terms of medically. But then you said, like you and Piers.
Because you can't, because male is a sex.
I can have gender recognition, can't I? I can legally become a male.
So I don't really know what she means, but I'm guessing she thinks that legally she can become a male, but biologically she knows deep down that she can't become a male, which makes you question even more. Alright, so if all these people believe that their biological sex does not determine their gender, then why are they all cutting their dicks off?
What is a woman? What is a woman? It's your mama. It sure ain't your daddy.
That's right. Go ahead.
President Biden joining in on the conversation. We didn't know what a woman. We didn't know what a woman is. A woman is your mama.
That's right.
You mean to tell me you past 80 and you don't know your mama and your wife is a woman? They keep trying to shove this trash on Africa. And African presidents, one by one, is standing up against.
Define woman. Go, please. It's one of you.
A person who their internal idea of what they are is a woman.
Terrible definition. Coming from a lesbian, that destroys the very concept of our sexual orientation. Just saying that it's an idea.
Why?
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 You can't be connected and sexually attracted to somebody's brain.
So I always have to ask the question at the end. I mean, everyone knows what the question is going to be. But so what is a woman? Can you define the term?
I think the answer to what is a woman is a person who aligns with feminine traits that we traditionally associate with females.
Can you just identify it as what you want then, based on how you feel? And does this work for humans or does this work for animals? Can I bring my cat along to the kennels when I go on holiday and say, look after my dog?
Or that people that align with the feminine side of the spectrum. So that's my answer. And I think that answer should, the definition of everything changes over time. And as we continue to learn more about what humans can really be, I think that can continue to grow. And I hope you understand that.
At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
I'll tell you what a woman is. A woman is a person who doesn't need to pay to have a vagina. Simple as that.
At some point, somebody's truth has to win. Because guess what? Your truth doesn't matter.
But guess what? You've had your truth in this country for the past thousands of decades.
Thousands of decades?
Not thousands. Whatever. That's a little embarrassing. But like your truth has been the narrative of this country forever. And you think, yes, the white straight male truth.
Abortion was legal in this country for 40 years.
And before the 40 years, what was it?
And crime dropped 40% after it went.
On top of that,
wait, hold on. Do you think abortion lowers crime rates?
Crime dropped 40% after abortion became legal.
Why is that the case?
It's called a statistic.
Who has the most abortions in America?
Women.
Black people. Is that so? Are you trying to say the termination of blacks in the womb lower crime? That's a very racist argument.
That is not.
How do you decide what the nature is?
Well, I'm not deciding what anyone's nature is. I didn't decide what a female is. I just know that there are two different categories of being, as I explained. There is no third category. Are you aware of a third category?
No.
Okay, well then looks like sounds we're in agreement.
No, there's intersex. That's a third category.
Well, no, that's not a third category. That is a variation within a category. That is someone who has a genetic defect or deformity within one of these categories. Intersex person is not a third sex. There's no actual biologist who would tell you that there is a third human sex called intersex. This is a deformity.
It's not a third sex.
But you just said that it was.
No, I'm not saying it's a third sex.
You did say
I'm saying it's neither sex. Yeah, you got me. That is actually a good point.
Okay.
But
look, man. Okay.
These people, they really want their ideology to be true, like so bad, but the facts just ain't on their side, and there's nothing you can do about that. But at least he admitted he was wrong, so I respect him for that.
Your demented homophobic and transphobic rhetoric and rants just further prove our point that we have to fight loudly to be respected. The reason that LGBTQIA+ rates are so high in this country isn't just because we're part of the community. It's because there are people like you who make us feel like we don't belong.
Okay, is there a question in there or a speech?
Yes.
You gotta ask a question, buddy.
How do you think other people who, with your beliefs, respond to the fact that your hateful and harmful rhetoric costs the lives of queer children every single day, on average, every 45 seconds?
Okay, so this is just gonna be a pure boogeyman. You're pretending that someone committed suicide because of Candace Owens. You've got no facts here. I sat down with a man named Walt Heyer who was convinced to chop his off after your community told him that there was something wrong with him because he had confusion. Why was he trans? Because he was when he was 4 years old by his uncle. Rather than being sat down and spoken to by a psychologist, he was handed hormone pills, and he eventually chopped off his rates go up after they transition. Candace Owens wasn't the one that chopped their off.
That's why it was formed. And
no, you benefit more. That's why it's formed.
No, we don't benefit more. They benefit as well. They do benefit. Of course they do.
Paul.
Yes, they do.
Yes, I'm not saying that they don't. What I'm saying is that we benefit, you benefit, you benefit
Everyone
more.
benefits.
Exactly.
All right.
You benefit,
Iman,
you benefit,
Iman,
you benefit more.
Iman,
That's white supremacy.
Iman, how much money do you want from me?
That's what I keep talking about. Okay,
how much money do you want from me?
The National Commission on Reparations said that Jamaica, for example, is
how much do you want from me?
1.2 trillion.
How much do you want from me?
It's not about my feelings and not from you. I'm not. This isn't about me. And
we've all got to chip in, right? So
but
how much do you want? How much money could I give you for something that had nothing to do with me, right?
That's why I want it.
How much money could I give you to make racism better? Nothing.
Keep ignoring that
is the answer.
We're talking about the legacies of the crown-saving colonialism, which includes racism.
I don't know why you've come on deciding to speak like a robot today, but it's not really working.
Listen, because you don't listen. That's why.
But nor does talking to me like that. Doesn't work.
Okay, well,
right?
how about listening?
But I will happily
how about
pay.
Listening?
If you could convince me that it will change racism one iota in this country, I will pay you a check for the damage inevitably that was done by my relatives when they weren't being attacked by Vikings and Romans.
The truth is, she doesn't want to change anything. She loves playing the victim. It's probably what makes her a living. She doesn't care about anyone else other than herself. And that's the truth about these type of people. They play victim, they come online, complain about everything, they don't produce nothing positive for society other than divide people, and that's it. A well-balanced woman, a chip on each shoulder.